welcome or welcome back to Not Made. My name is Rachel. I am the creator of Not Made and a bunch of random crochet plushies and other crocheted items. Today we're going to be delving into day 22 of the Advent calendar. Now, I admit I'm not going through this with quite as much enthusiasm as I started out this challenge for myself, but I'm still really enjoying it. One of my goals for 2024 had been to do 24 new patterns for the year, and I lost my Crojo in January of 2024. You may have seen the video about that, and then I got bogged down in some really big projects. So I know I've tried a few new patterns throughout the year, but I don't think it was anywhere close to 24. So I'm glad for this challenge because then I get to complete that goal, because I know I will have done at least 25 new patterns. Yeah, so let's just jump into day 22 without any further ado. All right, so I'm going to confess something. This is the first pattern fail entirely for me. It's not the pattern's fail, it's my fail. And I'm going to show you what happened. So this is the Mini Dino by Mary Makes. Mary Makes? Oh goodness. Mary the name and then Mary the Happy Makes. And this is as far as I got. And those of you who know patterns will probably see the problem here, but maybe it'll show up a little better if I make him flat-ish. Let's see, can you see? Are we focused? This is really awkward for my wrists. Okay, what's happening is somehow my stitches got off. Now the stitch count was right, but you see how it's like shaping weird on the body here? So and the little stripes are not matching up to be like symmetrical on the head. I don't know how it happened. The stitch count was correct, but somehow I got off in where my rounds started, I guess. And so the decreases and increases and whatever were not creating the correct shape. So that was a little disappointing because this was a cute little pattern, but I was like, you know, I can't. I don't have it in me to frog it and try again on this guy. Part of the reason being that it's acrylic yarn. I used to use exclusively acrylic yarn when I first started, you know, crocheting. I didn't really even know what the fibers were or what the significance was. But you know, after having used the plush yarns and even more like wool, this stuff, it almost makes my hands cringe. Now this yarn in particular was not as bad as some of the others that I've worked with lately. You know how it almost makes like a squeaking sound? Oh, it's making my ears cringe just thinking about it. Some are better than others. I have found that there's a Joann's brand. No. There's a Hobby Lobby brand of acrylic that is pretty soft and is not bad. And then the Joann something is also not too bad. Okay, so there are softer acrylics. This one I believe is just Walmart. Yeah, it's Mainstays, and it's the acrylic of acrylic basically. So while I like the fact that acrylic has a lot more definition, you can see the stitches It works up to be super, you can make such super detailed amigurumi with it. I'm more of the plushie maker when it comes to this, and what I would use this for would be probably more of like a blanket or granny squares, or you know, something like that. So this didn't turn out, and it was not the pattern. I'm sure it's not the pattern. I'm sure somehow I don't know how, but it got off, and I just don't have it in me to redo this one. So this is going to be my first and hopefully only fail of the challenge. I'm not going to complete this little dino. Part of the reason being the yarn, and then the second reason being you have to make all of the little limbs and the tail separately and sew them on. And as I've mentioned before, sewing is not my favorite. So I'm probably just gonna let this guy go. There is that other dino pattern that was made with plushie yarn that I have not done yet because that was during my market weekend. So I need to catch up on that. So I will have a dino, but it just will not be this one. And I may try this pattern again because I feel like I liked the way that the head was shaped, and I think that that was a really cool technique that I would like to practice more of. But it's not going to happen this month. So that is that's that for day 22. Hopefully day 23 will turn out better. Again, it's not the fault of the pattern whatsoever. It was just user error in this instance, and I kind of wish it had turned out because it's a really cute little pattern. So definitely check that out if you get a chance, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. That wasn't I. Okay. Any tips on how to get the back off of a safety eye? I'm gonna need those.